It's tipped. Here's Weber.
In time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And this is his first trip. Sessions with it. He's been to the right side. Here's Tam. No good with the triple. Here's Reed. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard. He explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let any.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
The way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Jay in at the 3, and it's Davidson in at the center position. So it's Portland now.
Move the ball. It's sticking to
Here's Jay, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jay's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to Chavez. Tries from 16. No good. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. Oh, and there's...
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing throwing down on you like that.
Substitution for the Mavericks.
Mavericks trail by 15.
Pearson.
Svensson covered by Lillard. Pass to Pearson. Five to shoot, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Chavez. Some solid defense from Lillard.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Portland with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. No good from Jay.
I tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Here's Lillard. Soft touch off the glass.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
The pass to Pearson. Pass to Decker. Here's Chavez. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And through one half, it... Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
On the floor for Dallas. Now the dish to Thompson. Pass to Jay. Jay's got 29.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Kicks to Decker. Launches a three. Thompson with the rebound.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Decker following the basket by Freak. Decker gets the bucket.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
They set the screen. From the wing, and again another basket good from Jay. Jay's got 6 here in this quarter.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Decker with it, now guarded by Jay. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Blake's got 5 now.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Stolen. Pearson covered by Lillard. Decker, it's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Jay. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Well, let's take a look at last year's Dallas Mavericks and where they ranked in the NBA. 4th in throw percentage, 9th in fast break points. And they were in the top half of the league in block shots, so not a very intimidating team, but nonetheless a solid defensive team.
And looking back at their superb free throw percentage, it speaks volumes about their skill level and mental focus. They had very few letdowns in concentration.
Trailblazers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
So it's the Mavericks now. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Down low, stolen by Thompson. Passes it to Jay. from deep, and the shot is good. Jay's got 38 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Constantine, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And so it's Dallas with it. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. The pass to Pearson. Inside. Here's Svensson. It's deflected. Lillard outside. The screen from Thompson. There's the pick. Here's Jay. A three-pointer is right on target. Jay's got 14 points now in the second half. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And Portland has possession following the score by Dallas. Chavez. He's covered by Thompson. Pearson. And he gets the bucket. He has 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row.
They've got to offer more resistance here.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Reedy's checked in for the Trailblazers. Weber comes in for Damian Lillard. Here's Vaughn. He feeds it to Blake. He dishes it to Sessions. 4 on the shot clock. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Vaughn can't get it to go. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And another three-point shot call from Jay. Jay's got 47 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Sessions. Sessions has got 5 points so far. And welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly. For Dallas, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. To the paint, here's Chavez, and it's Portland with the rebound. Jay's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And for Dallas,
it has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Maverick shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. They set the screen. Here's Tam, and he gets it to go. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Here's Jay, and the 3 ball is good. Jay's got 53.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Right wing. Pass to Watts. Here's Jay. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Just an amazing game for Jay. And just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from three, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Weber's checked in. To the paint. Out to Sessions, expanding his range. Portland grabs the miss. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Jay, cans the 12-footer. Jay's got 57 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
There's a screen. There's the feed to Blake. Passes it to Hines. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And he's good on the three ball.
For three.
1:36 left in the fourth. Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Move the ball.
Here's Jay. It's rebounded by Dallas. Blake's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Mavericks.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jay. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hines, the pass to Sessions. Dallas moving it around. Dishes it to Blake. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jay. Portland again missing. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. Well, Damian Lillard will be on display tonight, and he's one of the most fearless scorers in the entire league. Kenny, what area do you see for Lillard to grow, take his team to the next level?
Well, I think he's such a great scorer that can't just be the only emphasis. I think when he is able to distribute as well as he's able to score, that takes a lot of focus in a lot of different directions.
You know, in order for him to be the player that everyone wants him to be, he needs to work on his defense. He still has a lot of work in that area. But he could be a streaky shooter at times. But when it's clutch time, you get him the ball, he will make the shot.
That'll do it for us right now. Kevin Harlan standing by with the call, and we will see you later.
It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as we bring you an interconference match here at the Verizon Center. The Blazers coming to town hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. The injury to John Wall, Clark, that really is the big news here.
Kevin, you could tell when he went down in the last game that it wasn't good. And that news just confirms our worst fears. He's going to have to watch from the sideline, and I'm not sure how long he's going to be out.
And it's got to be an emotional time for him right now. I mean, as a player, you grit your teeth when you get that diagnosis. It's hard to accept, but you have to stay strong mentally.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Jay in at the 3. Damian Lillard out there with Johnson. Then it's Thompson, and it's Davidson in at the 4-man position. Washington shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And so he makes both from the line. On defense, the Wizards. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws here tonight. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Poke loose. And here they come. Pulls up. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for Freak. And Washington has possession. 4-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And the East-West showdown, only one of 2 games between these squads.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Kicks it out to Johnson. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. A slow start for Washington in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Screen by Jefferson. Dellavedova, the pass to Jefferson. Fires the 3. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Jefferson, a screen on Lillard. Here's Dellavedova, covered by Lillard. Dellavedova kicks to Jefferson. Shot's good.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Jay, guarded by Porter. The shot's good from Jay.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Screen by Jefferson. Here's Dellavedova, covered by Lillard. Dellavedova dishes to Jefferson. Clock at 4. Olsen bangs home the trifecta.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Lillard, the pass to Jay. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Olsen, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 5.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
The shot's good from Jay.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. So it's Portland now. After the basket by Washington, here's Jay. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Morris with the screen for James. Morris outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Trailblazers leading by 3. There's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Stolen. The drive by James. Beal from long range, and the Wizards hitting it.
Making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
No good from Jay.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
James outside. Jefferson setting the pick for Beal. And it's Reed pulling it down. From deep three-point range. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball. Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition too.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Bradley Beal is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Cole Aldrich. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Olsen in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Beal can't get it to go.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And he gets it to go.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova, kept alive by Washington. Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against Dallas.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while.
Both teams making substitutions here. Trailblazers trail by 6. 1:35 left here in the second. Here's Jay. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
To the left wing. Here's Delk. The Wizards with another miss.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Move the ball.
Here's Jay. Porter with the steal. Reed against James. The dish to Porter. Takes the three. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's now 11 points for Otto Porter Jr.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better. Than his first, and that was pretty good.
Wizards leading by 7. James with it. Jefferson, a screen on Weber. Here's James. That misses off the backboard.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot's good from James.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Feeds it to Porter. Out to the wing. Here's Delk. Offline with his three. Launches it. No good on the buzzer beater. In a pretty tightly contested game.
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just have to wait for the right shot, really. We want to get even with them, but too often we're trying to do it all in one trip. We stay patient, keep waiting for that can't miss shot. Yeah, we'll be all right.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Jay. He's got 27 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Jay. He's in at 3. Johnson is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Davidson in at the 4. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks had a huge game. He ended up with 59 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
And that one's good by Porter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Let's take this chance to see
we got
which of last season's teams had the most.
They are getting to the middle of
in the league. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clyde, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Portland grabs the miss. Jay's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lillard the pass to Jay. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's now 35 points for Freak.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Ripped away. And now Portland on the break. And he lays it up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Porter. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The screen from Thompson. Lillard is screen on Porter. Davidson passes to Jay. 6 on the shot clock. Trying his luck deep. Can't get it to go. Now Washington takes it the other way. Olsen covered by Lillard. There's Porter with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. For Washington, they've gone 4 or 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Olsen. 3-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Portland trailing here. Johnson in the corner. From the arc. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the 3-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
There's Porter with the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. 3 on 3. There's a screen. Here's Jay. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a look here at the Wizards, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 9th in 3-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
Yeah, and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Wizards trail by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Here's Delp. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward.
Wizards shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Markieff Morris is out there with Cole Aldridge. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Olsen in at the 2. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
They set the pick. Inside, here's Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 7th assist in the game. Kicks to Lillard. The 10-footer. That one goes. Count it. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Just a great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is, and I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Have the space there, but it's offline.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass.
I like their energy, and if they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them down the stretch.
Dellavedova kicks to Morris. Passes to Olsen. The tray. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Jay, again, the Trailblazers score.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Delp. The Wizards with another miss.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Wizards. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Portland.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
And now it's a double-digit lead. Jay's got 47 points. Wizards trail by 11. There's a good screen. Now here's Porter. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Olsen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Olsen. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Jefferson's checked in for Washington. And he's good on the second. Trailblazers leading by 10. Back to Lillard. Johnson wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
The shot's good from James. Jay's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. Beal gets a wide-open look. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Blazers ball.
Portland leading by 10. Here's Jay. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
5 on the clock. Beal from long range makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Here's Jay, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Freak. At the line for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it.
You're starting to feel it.
Exactly how you do it. The defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
They're going to give up the drive. You have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
Off the inbound. Here's Aldridge. There's the pass to Dellavedova. Lillard with the rebound.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Jefferson with the double team. Jay. Portland no good that time either.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Beal.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
That is good. 53 points for Freak.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Beal. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
What a performance from Beal here. 18 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Here's Jay. Buries the long-range jumper. Jay's got 56 points in the game.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center. Taking a look at the Trail Blazers, they've had a lot of success early on in the season and have been able to string together some excellent games. You'd have to say their overall approach has been well thought out and has been validating those high expectations coming into the season. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just
The Trailblazers play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against Orlando.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. Now here's Hayes. Pass to Anderson. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
On defense, Chicago. Shoots a three. Another triple from Jay. Jay's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor and then the balance to knock it down.
Unbelievable move. Rush hour handles supreme right there.
Now here's Hayes. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Anderson's shot is off.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
No good from Jay. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the wing on the left. Here's Stokes. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
The screen from Thompson. Hayes with the steal. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here is Anderson. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Greg, you're exactly right. It couldn't have been worse, in my opinion. They didn't look.
Now, here is Reed. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Bulls trail by 7. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Here's Jay. No good on the triple. Deep 2 from Anderson. It's rebounded by Jay.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Stolen by Anderson. Everett. Reed covering. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. From the baseline. Kept alive. Portis battles through traffic and lays it in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
The shot's good from James.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Yes, Kevin, he's certainly mindful of the shot-blocking presence they'll run up against inside, but he doesn't want them shying away offensively. If anything, he said,
I don't want us taking shots with hands in our faces.
If we can be deceptive in the way we address, there are ways to do that. We can be successful inside. Guys, let's see how successful they can be.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
And we know this coach is very comfortable game planning. He'll have a lot of ideas of how to attack this defense today.
Portland with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Not loose. There's the pick. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
To the middle, here's Stokes. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Chicago making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers leading by 6. Passes it to Jay. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at 1 apiece.
And you have to think that they'll know just how much is at stake in these meetings.
From deep. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. To the right side. Here's Mobley. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
So for Chicago right now, and it's the Bulls with the ball. Johnson over to help. Poked away. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fan.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Pull up Jay, and there it is again. Nice make there from Jay. Jay's got 9 points in the quarter. Sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told Jay that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And thank you, Doris. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Jay. He has 29 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from three, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
Now here's Hayes. Defense is right there. Lillard comes with the double team. Portis, the pass to Anderson. Just 3 to shoot. Everett offline with his 3. Trailblazers leading by 13. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Jay. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
And Hayes kicks to Anderson. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Jay. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Jay's got 38 points.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Hayes up top, guarded by Weber. Hayes, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Jay, the pass to Montgomery. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Jay. The three-pointer off the mark. Bulls trail by 20. Picked him clean. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Jay. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Jay's got 43 points.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
The Bulls making a switch here. So as we conclude the first half, so far,
certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense.
and as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants, and in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Jay in at the 3. Damian Lillard out there with Reed. Then it's Thompson, and it's Davidson in at the 4. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Jay, and it's good. Walk through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 45 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Pass to Anderson. There's a screen. Jumper off the screen. That one a little long.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Out to the right wing to stop the run. And again, no good by Chicago.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Move the ball. Stick it
From beyond the arc, Chicago grabs the miss.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Hayes dishes to Stokes. Here's Everett. Cannot hit. And it's Portland the other way.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. For Chicago, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. And he's good on the 3-ball. He has 6.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor. Get into them on the perimeter. Rotate over and make your presence felt.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Jay. Stokes with the rebound. Stokes has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Mobley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 5.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was was played. Truly a revolutionary.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed. Looking at the numbers for Jarnell Stokes. 9 points, and what a great game he's having on the boards, too.
And whatever else he's done, make no mistake that rebounding has been the priority for him. He works harder on the glass than anywhere else.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Bulls with possession. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Bradley drives in and misses it off the right side of the rim. Portland leading by 16. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound, right wing. Now the pass to Jay. They swipe it. 4-on-3 break. 16 feet away. No good.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for young.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Bulls trail by 16, so the Bulls 5 right now. Oh, that's blocked.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Thompson with the rebound.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
The screen from Thompson. Shot off the screen, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Jay's got 52 points. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Hamlin, he's covered by Thompson. There's the pick. To the inside, 6 on the shot clock. That's good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, but that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us. Jay's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Bulls have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. A three-pointer is right on target. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. For 3, it's rebounded by Portis. Bradley with the ball. There's the triple. The shot is off.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Now Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Jay, high shot from 10 feet out. Jay's got 56 points in the game.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Shoots from 12. It's all in by the Bulls.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his second personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They've won this game going.
Kevin, thank you. Tristan, what was Coach's focus for this team coming into tonight's game?
Coach got after us, told us to start. We got to play defense. Just can't come in here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Boom, 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 boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.